It's me, back from Rotterdam. Oh, let's see if I've got that magic email that tells me I've gone live. Fingers crossed. Yes, I am live. Woohoo! So, hello. I'm a little frail today. I think it's all the fun and games from OnStage have caught up with me, which is fine. It's not a problem. But, yeah, just a little bit frail. Anyway, while I am waiting for people to arrive, I've got a mask to cut. So I will flip the camera down. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Mary from the Netherlands, who I now have met. Let me just flip the camera. There we go. Hello, Deborah from Michigan. So, yes, got back from Rotterdam Sunday afternoon. Having not slept especially well and in Rotterdam. I mean, don't get me wrong, the bed was lovely and comfy, but I think it wasn't mine. It always takes me a little while to get comfortable in a strange bed. I didn't sleep through the night the whole time I was there. This is not a good fussy cut, but never mind. It'll be fine. It will be fine. It will not be a problem. It's a very bad fussy cut. Anyway, so I had a wonderful sleep Sunday night into Monday, and I had an amazing sleep last night, even though I did stay up a little late. Absolutely, Barbara. And on the subject of which, anyone who went to OnStage and wants to do a pre-order, today is your last day. Otherwise, you have to wait until April, which is not necessarily a problem, just an observation. So I made 48 swaps whilst ready for OnStage. Half were in pumpkin pie and half were in berry burst. Score not cut. Hello, Karen. And I stupidly didn't either photograph them or do a video on how they were made, which, bearing in mind I made 48, you would have thought, wouldn't you? So I thought I would do that this morning. Coffee. I need coffee. Hello, Brenton. I hope you had an amazing time at OnStage. It looked like you did. He was in Melbourne. Amazing. Right. Okay, so I took a bit of a punt when I was doing my swaps because we didn't know what was carrying over and what wasn't. So I decided to use Simply Zinnia because that's a new online exclusive. So it's going to be around for a little while. And I definitely took a punt on Trusty Tools. I'm happy to say that Trusty Tools will be hanging around. It's in the new annual catalogue. So, phew. Surprisingly, there are some designer series papers that have carried over. There's the 6x6, bold and beautiful, bright and beautiful. Anyway, the one that goes with the balloons. There's the Country Lane. And from the mini, there's the... oh, can't remember what it's called. It was absolutely amazing. I am so pleased. Nature's Sweetness, page 40. Now I have marked up my annual catalogue, so this paper is carrying over. I have already marked up my annual catalogue on what's going and what's staying, and I will do a video on that later. It may go live today, it may go live tomorrow. I've still got to do the mini. You can't actually order from the retirement list yet, so it's not a big deal if it's a little late. Anywho, hello Nora. Right, okay, so I've made a mask because I need one. Don't need that piece. I'm going to make exactly what I made before. So one using pumpkin pie, one using berry burst. Berry burst was by far the most popular. I'd only got rid of half of my pumpkin pie by the time I got rid of my berry burst. So I'm going to start with my super duper Memento ink pad on an uninked craft pad. get some ink on my zinnia. And I'm going to go reasonably far up, but not too far. Stamp. Look at that! It's a game changer! Don't want to put that away yet. So, shall I do... I'll actually do... That's the one I don't want. I'll do all the stamping at once, and then we'll do the colouring and the putting together separately, because that will save a little bit of time. So, who's excited for the new annual catalogue? Whether you've seen it, because you were at OnStage, or not. Are you excited? You probably have seen the cover by now, because that's all we're allowed to show you. I don't have it over here, so I can't show you anyway. So I've put my mask, using masking paper, over my zinnia. I'm going to ink up my brush from, I've got ink everywhere, from the Trusty Tools. And bring that up. Could have put the zinnia a little bit higher up, but never mind. Better that it's slightly low than slightly high. And then just pop this back on. Now the key with a mask is cut inside the lines and then put the mask inside the lines as well. That way you won't get the halo, because you can end up with a halo. Seems to be very different. It is very different. The layout is different. The layout makes perfect sense once you understand it. So the general idea is that we've got beginner crafters. We've got people who like to do a little bit but not too much, and not too much stuff. Where's my scrub? There it is. And then we've got, you know, us, the avid crafter. And that's kind of the order in which the catalogue is laid out. We had Corrie Hancock at our OnStage, and she is head of marketing, so she had quite an input on the catalogue, the new layout, so it's quite nice to have her view of it, and it makes perfect sense. It is a learning curve. You're going to hate it probably until you've learnt it, but love it. Really love it. I mean, it's still a little confusing, but basically I love it. You've seen the PDF online. Excellent. Right, I'm going to do some embossing, as in dry embossing. And again, I'm using what I used for OnStage. It's going! This is time-worn type. Easy for you to say. And as I, assuming I've remembered correctly, it was about midnight when I finished this last night. It is going. Right, 3D, I just need my base plate, and my card, and my embossing folder, and here's the thing. This is 2 pieces of basic white. Ooh, on the subject of which, vanilla, thick vanilla is going, as are vanilla envelopes. So if you like vanilla and you want thick vanilla and vanilla envelopes, may I suggest you get them now, because they're going and they're not being reduced in price. So now there are quite a few price increases, and again I will be sending out to my customers a list of what they are, so you can get ahead of the curve. Some of the price increases are quite high. Absolutely, Mary. Yeah, I'll take some time to get used to it. Hello, Shaz. I met Shaz. It was wonderful. Hello, Barbara. Daylight savings, so we get you at 7 a.m. But it only lasts till the end of the month. Yes, absolutely, because we always change our clocks on the last Sunday of, well, between the Saturday and Sunday of the last day of March and October, last weekend of March and October. Right, so if anyone is doing classes to go, remember that a 3D embossing folder will emboss 2 bits of basic white, ordinary, smooth card very happily. I wouldn't do 3, just saying, but it will do 2 without any problem. Although I say that, I think I might have done 3. Right, so I've got all the bits I need to put this together. So we've got, this is going to go on there, this is going to go on there, then we've got a layer and a layer, and our card bases, which I've cut top folding, although I did bottom folding when I was doing my swaps. So we will put all that together in a moment. I'm going to start with my brain, with my pumpkin pie. Sorry, I have no brain. You stocked up on very vanilla, thick card and envelopes, and vellum, yes, and cutting plates, and so Shaz is exhausted but so happy to be able to attend on stage and meet everyone in person. Wasn't it just fantastic, Shaz? It was amazing. And I'm so pleased that Ruth was there to do her walk, because Shaz is... Ruth is your upline, isn't she, Shaz? Lovely Ruth Treese. She is the most amazingly wonderful payment person. She did her walk for being a top achiever sweatshirt, by the way. I'm going to do the yellow centre of my zinnia whilst I have this out, because then I can put it away and not worry about burying it. And I'm doing nothing fancy with this, I'm just colouring, not even worrying too much about staying inside the lines, because the middle of zinnias are a bit weird anyway. I used to grow zinnias a lot. They're very easy to grow. They love a drought. Yes, she is your upline. And she had a fabulous time. Good. Yeah, if you like very vanilla, do stock up. I actually have quite a lot of very vanilla cardstock. I stocked up, I was doing pumpkin pie first, wasn't I? I stocked up when I was doing a Christmas card challenge. Stocked up a bit too much. I actually used Pretty Poppy Parade for my originals. I'm going to use sweet sorbet purely because it's going. I thought I might as well use them. This is the moment to get your retiring in colours. There will be some reductions, but if you really, really want, and I can't remember what specifically is reduced, but some things are. So this is the dark sweet sorbet. I know the ribbon is reduced. I can't remember. And the 23-25 in colour ribbon is going. Strangely, some of the colours are reduced and some of them aren't. And it's not the colours I would have expected. So I don't think wild wheat is reduced, which I think is kind of weird, because I know a lot of people who have a bit of a thing with wild wheat, don't they, Barbara? So, yeah. But if you are a customer and you're desperate for any of the in colour ribbon or any of the outgoing in colours, now is the moment to order. And I know I've been saying this for weeks, but as soon as that retirement list goes live, that's going to be it. Right, so I've gone in right into the centre with this. I may come back with some light sweet sorbet later, but for the moment that's it. Hello, Inika and fan club. Oh, bless you. I did my PPV order today, to payday tomorrow, so I'll stock up tomorrow night. Brilliant. Oh, now, if you're in Europe, yes, the very vanilla is staying, it's just the thick and the envelopes that are leaving. If you are in Europe and you have done your pre-order, your PPP pre-order, so I'm doing dark in the center, to bleed this out. blend is the word I'm looking for. If you have done your pre-order in Europe and you're wondering why the shipping note doesn't include your in-colour ink pads, it is because there was a problem with the coding and it didn't get through that you ordered the ink pad. So they do know who's done it, they know who's ordered, and they will be sending those out in a separate parcel. So just so as you know, I can't speak to North America or South Pacific as far as that is concerned, because I don't know if there was a similar problem there. I didn't do that bit, but never mind. Because yes, we were all saying, but our pre-order shipped but without the ink pads. And now that demo support are back, because in Europe demo support went to OnStage, so they weren't at the end of a phone. It's coming. Hold your horses, it's coming. So yes, panic not. Right. Yes, you can order on the 22nd of April. Vellum is retiring. I have masses. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get to meet up with Ruth and Shaz, Inika, because I know you were looking forward to it. And I'm sorry you weren't well. That's a horrible reason to not meet up. I don't know if I used the light pumpkin pie when I did my original swaps. But hey, it's fine. They won't be identical, but they will be close. There were so many amazing swaps. I mean, I'm going to be doing a swap video. Somehow I managed to get them all back. I'm going to be doing a swag video. I'm going to be doing a prize patrol video. I'm going to be doing all sorts. It's going to be a busy old week, although I am going to have a quietish day today, because I have to say everything caught up with me a bit last night. Some of you know I've had a few annoying but minor health issues, and I was sitting, we have a local history group in the village, and I was sitting in the local history group meeting last night. Came over very bizarre. So I'm going to have a quiet day today. So once I've done this, I will be relaxing. Right. So that's my... Can I get it to zoom? Yay! It will! I'm in shock about the vellum. No vellum at all, not even patterned vellum. I am absolute... My flabber is garsted. Right, so for the paintbrush, I'm using Pebble Path, Pecan Pie and Grey Granite. For me, Pebble Path and Grey Granite are the light and shade of the two of each other. So I'm going to start with dark Pecan Pie. Let's see if I can remember how I did this, because I went wrong at one point when I was doing my colouring. So I went to there and across there and across there a bit. And I will do the two brushes separately. And then this is light Pecan Pie. I have seen this in Crumb Cake. I have never seen a paintbrush that is that pale. So for me it's Pecan Pie. The new in colours, oh, stunning, really bright. So I don't think we're going to miss the brightness of the retiring in colours too much. Yep, flabber and garsted, absolutely. I'm in mourning already. other than I do have quite a lot of it. There is also quite a lot of, no, that's the wrong way around. There is also not very much ribbon. So this is light Pebble Path. Dark grey granite, which isn't that different from light Pebble Path. In fact, I might add some dark to the Pebble Path. Blends are going up, so if you want to stock up on any blends, now is the moment. So dark Pebble Path, which I will need again anyway. So the shadow is coming in from that side. And then I did this in a mix of light and dark. We've got some workmen here, so if you hear woodworking noises in the background, that'll be why. We're having a new step made for our bifolds. So that is the colouring for that one. So let me switch to this. I'll do the, while I've got the blends out for the brush, I shall do that. Leslie, I don't think so, because it was on the retirement list. There are a few things that were not on the retirement list, which I think probably have gone to online exclusives, but because it was on the retirement list, we haven't had a carryover list. Normally we have a carryover list, which then tells us if things are going to go to online or main catalogue, but we haven't had one. Now, to be fair, I didn't have the energy to listen to the leaders catch-up call last night. There's always a catch-up call on a Monday evening, and I didn't have a chance to do it because, as I say, I was feeling a little weird last night, and I still haven't caught up with it. They may have said something on that. Hello, Lisa from Ohio at 7:25 in the morning. Hello, Debbie. Yes, I'm back. Not necessarily fighting fit, but I am back. Right, because I had missed this out first time round, I'm going to do dark. And I might as well do this while I'm at it. Some adhesives are going up. Tombow, foam strips, dimensionals and seal aren't. I don't think the fine tip glue pen is either, but I did do a list which I've shared with my team already, and I'm going to share with my newsletter people later in the week, so they have an opportunity to buy at the lower price. The magic code word. The retirement list Inica is on the demo site, and you'll see when you go onto the demo site there are the rolling pictures, and it's one of those. And then if you scroll down, you'll find there's two retirement lists, one for the annual and one for the current mini. But if you look in our team page, you'll see what where the price increases are. Re-inkers, Stays On, Memento, cardstock, might have mentioned that already, Right, so I don't need any of those anymore, and I need these. So these are Berry Burst, obviously, and Melon Mambo. So this is Melon Mambo Dark, that's Berry Burst Dark. I can't remember which one I used first. So that's Melon Mambo. And this, right, so it's Berry Burst. So the inside is going to be Berry Burst. These asterisks next to the product that remains, sometimes parts or no longer as a bundle. Absolutely. What I've seen is the digital version. They're not horrific. So, some of them by percentage are quite high, so blender pens, quite a big increase. DSP is unchanged, yes. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing the one exception I would say to that, so we are changing our supplier for embossing powders. So we're going to be using Wow embossing powders, which is a great brand. But they are going from, I think they're currently £17 for a 3, and they're going to 20, which is quite a hike. But hey, from what I can gather, the postage isn't changing, which for those of us in Europe, can we please remember that we are so lucky to have flat postage. North America and Australia, the postage goes up as your order goes up. So please never grumble about the postage in Europe. And if you're on mainland Europe, it's like you don't need to expedite because it pretty much arrives the next day anyway. Not quite, but you know. And of course we don't have any control over things like that. I mean, we don't have any control about the price increases either. And what Stampin' Up tend to do is hold the price for as long as they possibly can and then put them up. So, let's see. I don't think Light Berry Burst is light enough. Yep, that's what I did. I wanted some red in there, more of a, you know, pinky red. Because zinnias don't tend to be dark. I mean, if you look at the zinnia paper, oh my god, it's so bright. It's not my thing at all. I can guarantee you that whatever else I do, I will not be doing a class using the zinnia paper. Because it's just too bright. And I can't get inspired by it. I know some people like bright. Not me. Not me. So I may come in with some Light Berry Burst in a minute. What have we got? Hello, Karen. Yesterday I saw a very extensive unboxing video by an American demo. Can they pre-order earlier than Europe? No, they can't. We all pre-order at the same time, but what they can do is expedite, and as can we. So if it was one of the top US demos, I would imagine she did next day shipping. So my box is due to arrive tomorrow. So I will be doing an unboxing. I know a couple of people in the UK who did their pre-order on Thursday. I did mine on Friday. Theirs have already arrived. But I would imagine North America, if you don't expedite, quite often it takes weeks to arrive, so I would imagine she expedited. But it's quite a lot more money. So for Europe, if I place an order, please, for the rest of you, please don't blame me, it's not my fault. The postage is about £7. If I expedite, that goes up to about 30. So it's quite a lot more. and I really wasn't in the mood to spend £30 just to expedite my order. So yeah, quite happy with that. So those are my two zinnias. Let's put them all together. So, ooh, don't need that. The colours are a little different from the ones I did on my originals, only because I can't remember exactly what I did on my originals. They're the same colours, the colouring is probably different. Yeah, in Occur it's just too bright and it's very busy. So this has a very narrow border, as does this. Come across a bit more. There you go. This is why I like liquid adhesive. It's not completely straight, but it'll do. Right. Card bases. Don't need that. Somewhere I have a bone folder because I didn't. There it is. I didn't. We had to take crafting stuff with us if we had an event in the evening of the first night, so the Thursday, where you could, what they call pay to play. So you pre-ordered. Excuse me, you pre-ordered a stamp set, well, bundle, and then you used it when we got there. I know I don't like liquid adhesive on white, but when it's embossed, I'm very happy to use it. So what was I saying? I have no idea. Oh yes, we had to take craft stuff with us. I didn't take anything that I loved. We had to take trimmers. I mean, for crying out loud, they had a trimmer on each table. We didn't need a trimmer, but they made us take a trimmer, so we did. I actually took one of my old trimmers, as in a previous Stampin' Up trimmer that you can't get blades for, and left it there because I don't use it anyway. Can't get blades for it, so I had a blade that wasn't too bad, so I just used that. So that's that. I have tried using the other side of the bottle. Don't like using it. I don't like using the other side of the bottle. It still comes out as a small thing. You just then have to spread it. But that's fine. You know, I still don't like it. Sorry. But yes, so for those of you who don't know, there's this end. It's still a small thing that comes out. You just have a spreader. Don't like it. But we're all different. If you like it, it's not a problem. I really don't have a problem with it. Thank you, Nora. Yeah, too bright and busy, Karen. I have it because I wanted to make sure that it really was that bright and busy. And I think I used stamping rewards for an order I was putting in and thought, I've got some rewards, let's see how much I really hate it. The answer is quite a lot. Hello, Kay. So actually, Kay, we were able to order a few things. We were able to order more than we normally are allowed to. So normally when you attend OnStage, you can do a selection of a few of the things that will be on the main pre-order. This time, you could order anything that was on the main pre-order. There it is. So that was great. And of course we all looked, as soon as we knew that the pre-order button was on our accounts, we all went in and had a look and just ordered. And then some others, put in a second pre-order when we saw people using the new stuff at OnStage. So for the demonstrations at OnStage. So, right, that one goes that way, that one goes that way. Hello, Jan from Cornwall. Sunny Cornwall, brilliant. I don't like using Tomboy on white card either. I'm glad I'm not alone, Leslie. I mean, I know a lot of people who don't like using it on white or indeed vanilla card. Not that we're going to have vanilla, thick vanilla for long. So yes, if you like thick vanilla or vanilla envelopes, now is the moment to order them, because I don't think either of them are going to be reduced on the retirement list. Ditto vellum, I'm sure, is not reduced. There are only something like 16 ribbons, and that includes the ribbon for the new In Colours and the new Basic Beige, which I think is going to look remarkably like Sahara Sand, but I will see what happens when it comes, which will be tomorrow. So those were the swaps that I did for OnStage, or a variation of them. So there we go. So the flower coming out of the brush was from the Memories and More cards that are in the mini catalogue. Can't remember what they're called, but it was the same idea, was the brush with flowers coming out. I've almost finished a special card for Karen. Oh, that's fun, Karen. Inika. So yes, there you are. Berry Burst, Pumpkin Pie. Most people went this way. Very few chose this until it was the only one available. So there we go. That is it for today. Let me go back to my face. So thank you very much for joining me today. Little shorter than usual, but I need to go and lie down because I'm definitely, as I said to someone, and I can't remember who it was, but they really didn't know what I was talking about, shagged out after a long squawk. It's a Monty Python reference, which you either get or don't get. Thank you, Brenton. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Inika. So, thank you very much. I will be doing more videos this week. I've got a new kit. In fact, I've got 3 kits to do. Thank you, Nora. So, yes, there will be quite a few videos coming. I'll probably do a massive recording session tomorrow. I don't think I've got much in my diary tomorrow. So I think that might be when I do them. In fact, I have nothing in my diary until the evening tomorrow. So thank you very much indeed. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now. Can't find the end button. Where's the end button? There we go.